everybody, and welcome to Good Morning Xbox. I'm your host, Axel1324.
And I'm Cool Cat Terry.
And today, we have a very special guest, straight from the Game Complainers, Perry. What's going on, Perry?
Up?
What's going on, guys? Hey, Terry, what have you been playing?
So I still have been working on the First Descendant. So, and I've kind of hit that wall where I just can't get strong enough to continue. So I'm like, I finally got to that point where, grinding, I guess, is going to have to become a thing. And I hate grinding. I hate it. So I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. Because that's the easiest way for me to fall off of a game is if you have to grind forever.
If you have to grind for it. But I mean, that's the whole point of games nowadays, isn't it?
No. There's lots of games where you don't have to grind. You can just enjoy it. So,
from what I hear, the First Descendant looks really good, and at least they have good models, and then video game models, not real people models, video game models.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all the characters look pretty decent, So I have no complaints.
Yeah, hold on, give me one.
The men look good and the women look good, so I feel like everybody should be happy.
Yes. The men have six packs and the lady have whatever the equivalent of six packs would be. I've always, I guess, strong legs. Because men are upper body. I would guess women are more lower body. Because like that's when I'm in the gym, like the men have the impressive upper bodies. But if you ever notice, like most men look like they have chicken legs in the gym, right? But then the ladies, they have these strong looking legs, but their upper bodies are kind of lacking, if you will, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. We're very opposite of one another. Yes. Perry, do you prefer the strong legs or the chicken legs?
I got strong legs, so.
I unfortunately am a chicken leg guy. Even though I run fast and I've been able to squat hundreds of pounds and all this stuff.
Wow.
My legs have just never developed. I have straight up chicken leg syndrome. Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, Perry, what have you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of old games like Resident Evil 2 on Dreamcast, PlayStation 1, and I'm going to play it on GameCube later.
Yeah, I saw you streaming, or you and Frank's trying to stream some of it the other day.
Oh, yeah, we were streaming Mario Kart last night. Yeah, we finally got that to work online.
Yeah, you said that guy finally got back to you? Sorry,
yeah,
at
he
the same
saw
time,
our video.
Dreadpool was talking to me. I was on a phone call with him, so.
Oh, wow. Yeah, the guy saw our video where we were like screaming and yelling about buying this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy within 24 hours had everything fixed.
Mm.
So I was like, okay, cool. We did something. So
did he did he upload a patch, or did he tell you, no, this is how you do it?
Oh, he contacted the developer of a program called Swiss for the GameCube.
Mm-hmm.
And within a couple of hours, they had it up and running.
Sweet. What is the program called again?
GCNet. It's like a broadband adapter for your memory card on your GameCube.
Oh, for your modded cubes.
Yeah. Well, yeah, for your modded cubes. But it's cheaper than buying the actual broadband adapter, which is like hundreds of dollars. This thing's $40.
Yeah. I'd rather go with that one if it works just as good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I have been playing Clean This House, Put That Up, because it's getting to that point where like both my beautiful wife and I are just flustered with the fact that our house is still full of boxes and we want to get those boxes out of here,
Right.
So I played a little bit of No Man's Sky with my friends, but I couldn't stay up late. I went to bed at like 12:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm done, guys. So my revenge tour never happened. No Man's Sky, so we're gonna delay that now one more week to do that. So yeah, very happy to be playing No Man's Sky. Let's check in with the iconic chat. Sith Lord, of course, is in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says almost showtime and rip the Xbox 360. Indeed. Rest in peace to one of the goats. Batman 2 is in here. He says, good morning, amazing people. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. my first secondhand super chat. Cam MA is here. He says, finally, the 360 is buried 6 feet under. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. And by the way, that super chat you gave has already been spent. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. See, Cam just got Starbucks coffee. I have coffee right here in my coffee mug. Just get your coffee. Get your coffee. Terry, do you drink coffee?
I do not. I am not a coffee drinker, and I'm not a tea drinker either. For those of you that live over the big blue wet thing, I don't do it. I can't do any kind of tea. And I live in the South, so I can't do sweet tea either. So no tea.
What about Long Island tea?
No tea. I don't drink alcohol either. So yeah.
So are you just like juices and water, or like
water, juice,
soda?
Yeah, water, juice, soda. Like I have like sparkling water that I really like and stuff. So like, because I've been cutting off of soda, so I've been drinking a lot of sparkling water, which has been great. It's definitely getting me a lot healthier and getting away from all that sugar. So yeah, it's more my thing. I just milk too. I drink a lot of milk. But I grew up in Wisconsin, so I'm allowed.
I wish I could drink milk. Like between you and me, I am so like milk will tear me up, and then I'll be tearing it up.
You're lactose intolerant?
Yes, it's so sad. Milk, cheese, ice
majority
cream,
majority of the population is actually lactose intolerant. It's just some people are just a little bit more tolerant than others, so you're good.
I used to love I love milk. Like when I was a kid, I couldn't stop, and when I was a young adult, I couldn't stop drinking milk. And then I found out that the reason my guts are like, why do I have diarrhea? Why do I have all this? Like why do I feel like I'm bloated? Well, it turns out I'm lactose intolerant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sucks. Are you a coffee guy, Perry?
No.
All right, well, fine. It's just Cam and me. Coffee it up, buddy.
I'm a water guy.
Yeah. Let's see. Dreadpool is late. Dreadpool will not be here. He was up till like 2:00 in the morning. He is sleeping right now. So, yeah. Holy cow! Oh, he's in the farm. Just got done feeding the animals on the farm. Hey, you know what? I'm
a farmer.
I'm a chicken farm guy. So I really got around a lot of chickens when I was younger. And
nice.
Still, when my mom goes out of town, guess who takes care of the chicken farm? This guy. What do you think I have? 2 different colors skin. You ever hear that farmer's tan?
Yeah. I also grew up on a farm, so I've been there, done all that.
Yeah, that farmer's tan. Oh.
Yeah. Baling hay and all that. Oh
my God, cleaning a chicken coop is so disgusting.
I have a pet pig.
Huh?
I have a pet pig.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. It's
a real pig.
Yeah, I got a real pig.
Like a 400-pound pig.
No, she's not that big. She's probably around 80 pounds.
So
you got 10 this year.
So you got a true miniature pig, because I know a lot of pig I know that a small pig is considered 400 pounds and under.
Yeah, no. Then that would be, I guess, a miniature, even though she's like the size of a dog.
Huh. Interesting. You'll have to send me a picture.
I got a pig and 3 cats. So there you go. That's my family.
Yeah, you'll have to show me a picture of your pig one day.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Doggy Dog. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Says, good morning, everyone. That's so cool, a pet pig. I can't get over that. Let's see. It's Timid Georgia. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. Let's see. Perry. Party ghost.
I'm shocked he's up this early. Cam.
Hey, I'm happy he's up. I'm happy you're up, Cam and me. Yep. Let's see. Crazy Creek to Judges, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Cam and May says, true women really do have strong legs. They really do. They really do. I got lucky. My legs were kind of thick, but now they're getting to look like chicken legs. I need to hit the gym and eat that protein. Yeah. I'm telling you, I had all the power in the world you would want as a leg guy, but I just have chicken leg syndrome. I don't know. It's just girls have always told me I have chicken legs. JD says, good morning, guys. Nice to be here. Thank you so much for being here, JD. You are the real MVP. Shout out to my beautiful wife. She's the MVP of my life. She says, wait, what? The legendary game complainer is here. Woo! He is.
I guess I'm a legend. I don't know.
You are.
I don't know what I did.
when I listen to your show, she knows your voice, and then she'll ask, like, when there's someone new, she's like, "Who's that? Who's that?" Because she recognizes people's voices. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. It's the end. 430 chapters, 45 volumes over 10 years. My Hero Academia ends today. Go Beyond Plus Ultra one last time. Wow, My Hero Academia ends. That sucks, man. It's always tough when one of your favorites ends. It's always tough. Shout out to Cyber Gunther. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Shout out to Jacob Novik. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, "Hi, good day. I played 360, and besides accessing the store, we discovered that redeem a code still works, not for avatar items and games, though." Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's why I gave away that T-shirt for a female avatar. I'm like, somebody will redeem it. Let's see. Perry's Gustav Moon scares me, but at the same time, don't remove it. It's scary, but at the same time, I like it.
Hey, that's Garfield.
Garfield, yeah. My beautiful wife says, "My stomach is too elegant, aka sensitive." She's not lying. He needs coffee, yes. And he's got a mini pig. Perry looks like down for the Fast and Furious. I wonder if Perry lives a quarter mile at a time.
I'm good, thanks.
Right. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oh, that's Terry talking to Cam. Doggy says it would be awesome to have a mini pig. Absolutely, absolutely. And Dreadpool is in the chat. Shout out to him. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. So there you go, guys. Dreadpool is laying down and listening to the show. Your Wicked Hot joins us. Thank you so much for being here. He says, "What's up, everyone? Got to listen, helping a buddy move." Oh, man, that sucks. But I'm sure your buddy really appreciates it. Really, really, really appreciates it. And Cam MA went to bed at 11 p.m. All right, guys. So hopefully everybody enjoyed that. Let's get started here. So first, I don't know if you heard, Terry, but there's an ultra short throw projector that is designed for the Xbox. That's right. The Hisense, let me get my notes. Hisense Laser Cinema PX Pro 3, the world's first design for Xbox ultra short throw projector. They said, elevate your gaming with breathtaking 4K clarity, immersive Dolby Vision, and ultra low latency for unparalleled experience. The Hisense PX3 Pro takes your gameplay to new heights because your game deserves nothing but the best. I mean, look at this. Best in class. Gives you all that. Look at all these awards it won. Holy crap.
Wow.
Some online reviews of it. And all of this good stuff. Anyways, yeah, see, here you go. In 2024, they designed the first. There are 7 years of first, all kinds of first stuff. And the ultra first throw projector. So let's click on the first throw projector.
Are they allowed to say the Pioneer when that's one of their competitors' names is Pioneer?
I mean, does Pioneer still make LCDs and stuff? I mean, I
don't know if they're still in the game, but I mean, I remember having like a Pioneer like VCR. so they might still be out there making stuff.
I remember having Pioneer stereos. But let's click on the Master Chief right here. So the Hisense Laser Cinema PX3 Pro Trichroma Laser Projector will only set you back $3,500.
No, that's
$3,500. Terry, are you gonna get one?
No, that's literally the price of me getting another project car. No, no, heck no.
But come on, laser lights, cinematic nights.
No, that'd be me working nights because I'd have to pay for it. No.
I mean, look how short this thing is. I mean, it's right up on the wall.
That's.
I especially love the wood Xbox controllers they got right here. Sorry, I'm trying hard not to click on it because it'll go to the next one. Oh, there's a video.
In my living room, the colors come alive. Laser TV shining, taking me for a ride.
They made a song.
Wow.
Immersive movie mode. I'm in a different zone.
Wow.
Wow, this is great.
Screen comes to life.
This is a great song. I love it.
Only for them to drop the beat. It's coming, right?
Switching to game mode.
I guess that's how they're dropping it.
Look how close that is. That is so cool. Oh, up to 150 inches, Terry.
feels like I
I'm always in that big.
joystick in hand. I'm the
I'm
hero
sorry if that's
of
really
the
loud. Hold on, let me throw it
Laser
down.
TV
There we
takes
go.
me there. No two rounds are the same. Neon dreams taking me
Now my Harman Kardon. I'm gonna mute this, okay? So let's see. With Dolby Atmos sound solution surrounding your center. This sounds awesome. This projector sounds great. Connects
sound
all
great.
your Terry.
Yeah. I wouldn't be able to afford to get anything to plug into it.
I mean, this is more expensive than house payments. This is like instead of, you know what, Terry? Instead of asking your husband for a 10th anniversary wedding ring, ask him for this projector. It's the same cost.
He and I aren't ring people, so that's not an issue. But like, I don't know, man. That's too expensive. I mean, but then again, like all technology is like that, and then it phases out so quickly, so it'll get cheap quick, I'm sure.
Oh no, man! I've been wanting a projector for so long. It's not even funny. Perry, are you gonna spend $3,500 on this Hisense projector?
Well, you sent me the link last night. I got 3 of them already. I'm not going to order 3. No, I have an Epson. It was only a couple $100. I'm good. Does the job.
All right. Yeah. Wow. I just cannot believe this thing. Wow. Oh, look, and you can buy
Hey, Scarsdale
in Texas, where I live.
It says Scarsdale, New York. That's crazy.
You can go see it in person.
Yeah.
I might go see it just cause. And I'll be like, hook up the Xbox. Let me see. How many frames per second are we talking about? So there you go. It could be yours for only $3,400. But Terry, that's what we think. We had a poll in the chat. What does the chat think about it?
All right. Are you interested in this projector? And then we got 41% said my setup is good as is. And another 41% is not interested in it. And only 16%, say take my money. So the 16%, congrats.
Hey, I don't know who voted yes, but we need to become best friends. Hey, we got to become best friends, buddy.
Because I mean, if I could just throw $3,500 away like that on a projector, I would. But yeah, no, I don't got that kind of play money. So.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't get it because I paid $3,000 for my gaming TV that you see here behind me.
Wow.
Oh,
Axel, but you could have had this.
Yeah,
I could have if it would have came out 5 years ago. What's funny is this gaming TV now is only like $1,600 because technology as it gets older it gets cheaper, right? But when I bought this TV, it was $3,000. So yeah, I can't say that I wouldn't buy this if it was specific to a new console, but because I already spent my money, I have no money left to spend. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So I would probably be part of the 16%. Let's check in with the chat, see if they want to get this projector. Let's see. Shout out to Web Dave. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Appreciate you. And he says, everybody hit that like button. Absolutely. Everybody hit that thumbs up. It helps us get discovered, especially in the live section of YouTube. And it also helps people get notifications faster for some reason. Morning, everyone, from Double G, the graphic god himself. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Let's see. Always agree to how to make sense, Miss Cool Cat Terry. There you go. And Ben, shout out to Benj. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, I'm sure that thing is nice, but not for the price. Wait till it goes on clearance, man. 50% off. Let's see.
Even 50 is expensive.
Yeah.
My question is how well does it work during the day? Because whenever you see people make ads for projectors, it's always dark.
My TV here is specific for dark rooms. I got an OLED, and OLEDs are more for darker environments. And this new house has so many beautiful windows that our OLED looks washed out. We're thinking about going to get a QLED because it's meant for brighter rooms. And since I'm deciding to save up for a house instead of a new truck, one of my goals in the meantime is to turn a room into a theater studio room. Yeah, definitely a good decision. Definitely buy a new house, man. It's the only asset that will keep going up that you will have. Definitely will make you give you security in the future and options. Let's see. I was looking at the LG G4. Funny thing is, this is an LG G1 from back in the day, 4 years ago. So I highly recommend it. I'm very happy with it. JD says, I'll buy two. There you go. My beautiful wife, not the 16% after you married me to me, Plecha. Oh man, that's so funny. She wants that extra ring. Let's see. I wanted the C4, but the G4 blows everything away. It does. The G4 is definitely better. And this is coming from a guy that had a C8, and then I moved up to the G1. It's way better. Yeah. So I'm an LG TV guy. Graphic God, I bought the $200 Amazon Virgin for outdoor movies. Works great. There you go. Let's see. I currently have a C2, and it's nice. It's been 3 years. I bought a QLED, and glare is still a problem. I didn't know QLEDs had glare problems. Tell you what, projecting onto a wall, you won't have any glare problems. All right. Let's talk about something else here. Let me load up the next part of the chat here. Did I not load it? I guess I didn't. Give me 1 second, guys.
I think you still would have glare because if the sunlight is shining on that wall, you would have a blank spot.
What if the wall is gray, like an off-white?
I mean, the sunlight can still touch the wall. Have you not seen the sun go from the floor up the wall?
Have I not seen the sun go from the floor of the wall? Yeah. I mean, ray tracing is OP in real life. Real life ray tracing, that RTX turned on. It's a OP. All right, so we're gonna watch this from here. Sorry about this, guys. Here we go. Let's take a look at our next thing. Oh! Let's go. A new controller got announced by $3 the Cypher Edition, Special Edition controller, I heard. And I'm not gonna lie, this thing is hot. The blue, that's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot, man. Let's talk to the man that got this pre-ordered. Perry, I know you pre-ordered this.
Yeah, I got one, and then I was like, I'll get another one. I get one for home and one for work.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie, this thing looks beautiful. See-through, blue, with the grips. It's just Sky Cypher Special Edition for $70. Oh my goodness. If it was $60, it'd be like right now, but that $10 extra is holding me back.
If you wait like a month after it comes out, it'll drop $10.
Oh
Because
my gosh,
I buy these controllers all the time, like an idiot, and then a month later they're $10 off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
wait.
Hold on one second. It is Sky. Are you getting the Sky Cypher controller? Yeah, I want to get it at a cheaper price. I love the clear controllers. I'm so sad I missed out on some of the clear controllers, like the white one and the 28th edition one.
Yeah.
And because I missed out on those, to this day I have not buyer's remorse, but I guess the opposite of it. And missing out, fear of missing out, and I don't want to miss on this one.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I really want this controller. I really want the white one is the one I really want. But I missed out, and I'm like, I don't want to keep missing out on these amazing clear controllers. I really want this one. Yeah. Do you have the other controllers and the 20th edition controller? 20th anniversary?
Axel, I have like 100 Xbox controllers sealed downstairs in the basement. I'm not even kidding.
Wow.
I buy these things, and I'm like, I'm going to use them. I never use them.
Oh, well, if you have that clear white one, I'll use it. Just letting you know.
I'll see if I have it.
Yeah, see.
I have the 20th
Let's look at a deal,
anniversary.
Perry. Let's look at a deal.
I got the Space Jam one sealed.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't want that one.
No, but I mean, I have everything. Like I said, I buy these things like an idiot, and then they drop the price. And I'm like,
I see. Terry, Cypher Blue.
It's not for me. I mean, it's nice, but it's not for me. I'm not
It's
real
nice.
big on. I'm not real big on the color blue. So I mean, it's not for me. If they made a green one now, then we could talk.
Well, yeah. I mean, it looks like they're clear tech. Like I said, they have the white one, the black one for the 20th anniversary. Now this clear blue one. I'm sure eventually they're going to make like an ode to the OG Xbox or something one.
Yeah.
Maybe a Master Chief one or something that's clear. I really think this one is so good looking.
They'll probably make a red and green one and purple and all this other stuff.
I mean, they made these camel ones in every color and the lava ones or whatever, so they're probably going to do these in every color. Right?
I would think so.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got the grips, you got the textured button, which I love. It just looks good. It is a good
Make a pink one so my wife can get one. Like, that would be nice.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah, I'm definitely buying this for my wife. That's why. That's why I'm spending money, honey. It's for you. It's for you, so you can play games with me. Yeah, the last controller I bought was the Starfield controller. So I only buy controllers every now and again. I bought this one when I bought my Xbox Series X on the same day because it came with a black controller and I wanted the white one.
Yeah.
And so I bought this one, and then once Halo Infinite came out, I bought my my Master Chief is holding it back there. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in on him. Yeah, you can see my Master Chief is holding my Halo Edition Elite Series 2 controller, and of course you can see all the rest of the controllers I have for my Xbox right here. So I have a ton of controllers, not as many as Perry, but a ton. So yeah. Let's see. Let's check in with the chat. Shout out to Dre. He said the last time I bought an LG C4 was put on a watch list by your wife. By your wife? What's going on? Let's see. Veg says nice looking controller. And one thing Microsoft gets right is the Xbox controller. Absolutely, the most ergonomic controller in the business. Doggy Dog says, this controller looks great. I have enough controllers already, though. Reminds me of my old transparent blue PS2 DualShock 2. I didn't know they made one. But I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, transparent tech was huge back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cameron May. Also, those new vehicles that are being made are basically giant computers. So much. He's talking about a car. Okay.
I remember when Apple even did the transparent color computers, too.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
Apple Max. Yeah, I remember those. I had a orange one. Let's see. Luke, my beautiful wife says, wait, does Mr. Game Complainer have the SpongeBob edition?
No. I drew the line with that. That was what, like $700? That Xbox?
From Best Buy.
Yeah, I was like, no thanks.
A Best Buy exclusive, yeah.
It would have been great for my wife because she loves SpongeBob, but way too much money.
Yeah. Duggadon says, exactly, Cool Cat Terry. They should make more green controllers. Yeah. And my beautiful wife goes, sure, for me. It is for you. What are you talking about? It is for you, 100%. So, yeah, I think I'm going to get this controller when it drops in price. I think it looks great. This is definitely the type of controller I would buy. See-through.
Yeah.
All those other controllers, not for me. This one, it's definitely got Axel written all over it.
Huh.
Yes. All right. Now that that's where the quick announcement. Oh, hold on. We had a poll, Terry.
All right. Are you getting the Sky Cypher controller? 57% no. I like my current controller. 28% maybe on sale, and 14% said yes. Take my money. I still got some left over after getting that projector.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie, that projector looks awesome, and so does this controller. That's why I put these on here. Believe it or not, this is on my wish list, my Amazon wish list. Everybody, if you see products on here, it's because they're on my Amazon wish list. Okay, just saying. All right, let's move on to the news, the real news. Enough of the Xbox Shopping Network. On to the news. So I don't know if you guys heard, but Game Informer has shut down after 33 years.
Wow.
Game Informer, of course, got bought out by GameStop's parent company, and you could get a free subscription to Game Informer if you were a GameStop Pro member. So yes, Game Informer is going down, the last of the greats. So you know, the current issue was about 70% done when they shut down. They laid everybody off, and when you go to GameInformer.com to view your digital copies, this is now what you get. You get nothing. You get nothing. So all those bookmarks you had saved are gone. So this is from Game Informer themselves. They said, the final level farewell from Game Informer after 33 thrilling years of bringing you the latest news, reviews, and insights from the ever-evolving world of gaming. It is with a heavy heart that we announce the closure of Game Informer. From the early days of pixelated adventures to today's immersive virtual realms, we've been honored to share this incredible journey with you, our loyal readers. While our presses may stop, the passion for gaming that we've cultivated together will continue to live on. Thank you for being a part of our epic quest, and may your own gaming adventures never end. So yeah, Game Informer, it has gone down, guys. So the Minneapolis-based magazine, yep. The owner of GameStop, Game Informer, had already gone through multiple rounds of layoffs since 2018. Reducing the outlet size. In March of 2024, Game Informer launched a new subscription detached from GameStop Rewards program. It was for $19.91 a year, which was a pretty good price before today's development. The Game Informer staff seemed pretty happy with how it was going. It's unclear if GameStop plans to issue refunds for existing subscriptions, but it's not a great sign that the entire Game Informer website has already disappeared. So there you go. Let's see. Game Informer was founded in 1991. I don't know if that's when you were born, Terry. Are you an 80s baby or 90s baby?
I'm an 80s baby.
All right, so 1991. So 1991, that's right when the Sega Genesis launched. Right? No, the Genesis launched in 1989. I'm sorry. That's right when Sonic launched, isn't it? Yeah, I think 91 is when Sonic the Hedgehog launched.
Yeah. I think, was it 91?
I think so.
Yeah.
Somebody check in the chat, please. A time when gaming was smaller and it was much harder to keep track of everything going on in a hobby. For millions, the monthly edition of Game Informer was an appointment, really, not only for the major exclusives on newly announced games and magazine would reliably deliver, but for the breadth of games covered in a single issue. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was great. So yeah, someone they call Min-Max they're from former Game Informer. They're trying to do a Game Informer cover project on Discord. So if you want to see some of these older covers, it fall issue 1991, and there's Sonic, right when it launched, I believe. There it is. Game Informer issue 1, fall 1991. Dang, what a cool issue to have. That'd be great to have. Chat, let us know if this Game Informer shutdown affects you. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Terry, were you a Game Informer subscriber?
I mean,
At any point in your life?
Yeah, I mean, back during the early 2000s, like right after I got out of college, I would say I was subscribed to it for a little while. But yeah, no, I mean, I haven't gotten one of these in over like 20 years. So it's like,
oh, man.
So yeah,
You're part of the problem, Terry.
It's not something I miss. I mean, the magazines were really good back then, but then, they became increasingly more biased with their articles. So I kind of stopped caring. And, GameStop also became one of those places people stopped shopping at too. So it kind of adds to the demise of the magazine.
I see. What do you remember specifically? Like, is there an issue or an article that specifically that you enjoyed a lot in Game Informer?
Well, so back before Gears of War officially came out, I think they were showing, like they were doing a lot of articles, showing off, Gears of War, and people were getting excited for this brand new game. And then, and I remember I got into an argument with my husband because I was looking at the article, and just the way that the artwork looked. For the character design and stuff, I thought it looked dumb. I was like, this is the dumbest looking game I've ever seen. I was just like, this looks like crap. And my husband's like, no, this is gonna be the best game. And I'm like, but I'm looking at the design of like the locusts, and I'm like, these guys look stupid. Like, who's gonna take this game seriously? And then the game launched, and I played it, and it was like the best game ever. And I got super addicted to Gears of War, and I just always remember that. The first time I saw anything about Gears of War was in Game Informer magazine, and I thought it was the biggest joke I ever saw. And then it ended up being like this huge thing that I actually, love. So, but yeah, I admit it. I thought that the, original character design looked dumb, but the game was a lot of fun. But yeah, so Game Informer right there, informing me that I was wrong about, Gears of War.
Informing that you were wrong. Interesting. All right. That's a good memory, though. Perry, Game Informer, were you a subscriber?
Not before GameStop took it over. Obviously, when they took it over, they sold it to me with the subscription. But GameStop would always give me like a weird look. I'd be like, they're like, do you want the digital or the physical? I was like, I'll take the physical. And they're like, I'm like, what do you care for what I read? Like, half the time they sent it to me, I didn't even read it.
Yeah. So,
I was a Game Pro and EGM
was
guy.
there any issue of Game Informer that you particularly liked?
No, but they did have some good cover art towards the end before they stopped mailing them out physically.
Yeah, the cover art was always a plus, the biggest plus of some of those magazines.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't even know Game Informer existed until GameStop got it. It must not have been very big in the West here. Over here, we were all Electronic Gaming Monthly PC gamer guys. At least the people I hung out with, we were EGM. And so when EGM and OXM went out, I didn't subscribe to anything. And then when I found out GameStop was like, do you want to subscribe to Game Informer? I thought it was just like the GameStop. It was going to be some crappy GameStop magazine. I'm like, whatever. Sure. It's included. Oh, you want physical? Physical. Don't you want digital would be faster? I'm like, I'm buying physical. I like physical. Do you want me to go buy digital? Kind of one of those things. Like, no, physical's good. Physical's good. So I got my physical copies, right? I got them in the mail for about 4 years. And I would read them, and I found out that, man, this magazine's actually not bad.
Yeah.
It's actually not bad. I thought it was just going to be one of those crappy, like full of GameStop ads magazines, but it wasn't. And so I became a Game Informer guy. I saved a bunch of their articles, but my favorite Game Informers would always be when they did like the top 100 list. If you follow my channel, I love list, right? And they would rank like the top 100 games of all time and give little reasons why it deserved that spot and all this stuff. And to this day, that's probably my favorite magazine out of Game Informer. I kept a lot of I didn't keep the whole magazine as I don't like gathering paper, but I would snip the articles out of the magazine and put them in a 3-ring binder. I still have some of those. So yeah, wow. Game Informer, it's sad to see one of the last gaming magazines leave, as all the greats that we grew up with are leaving. It is all now web-based magazines. So it's kind of sad, but hey, it is what it is, right? So sorry to those guys that kept their that got affected by this. But the industry moves on, and hopefully they saved every article they ever wrote for Game Informer, because the website's down. So all those articles you wrote are gone in the ether. Just saying. I especially love this one. Game Genie controversy. What's the controversy with Game Genie? I'm so curious. And Funko. They have Funko. Like Funko Pop. Funko Pop? The best way to increase your video game library. Yeah. So that's been around for a while. Let's check in with the iconic chat. Let's see. Lots Lots of happiness. Lots of happiness. Let's see. Cyber Gunther says he's going to get that blue controller. Absolutely, you should. Doggy Dog says one of the best perks of GameStop Pro membership is gone. Yeah, I agree with Doggy. Doggy. Let's see. Doggy says Sonic came out in 91. No need to check. There you go. Approve. Cody Grossman, thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He says happy Sunday morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Yes, they've been working on the weekends. Been busy. Oh, sorry. Let's see. That's just the chat. Let's see. Doggy says EGM in the 90s is still the GOAT. Yeah, I agree. Oh, you see, and Perry was an EGM and GamePro guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Understanding says, thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. I had a subscription with Game Informer for years. I lived in St. Paul, Minnesota. Honestly, it was a home team loyalty thing I had for a while. It's not a bad thing to have some home team loyalty. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. What else do we got going on? That's why I don't like going to GameStop anymore. The employees are such D-bags. I mean, they're young kids. What do you expect? They have zero people skills these days.
I don't even say they're young kids. I mean, most of all the GameStops I go to are people working there that are my age.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
GameStops around here have nothing but young teenagers.
Yeah. I remember growing up, they were always like, people in their 20s, but now it seems like it's just people in their 30s that are working there, living the dream, I guess.
Wow. Yeah, no, here it's all a bunch of children. Let's see. I need physical. Digital doesn't do me any good when I run out of TP. Shout out to Dreadful. I actually have some old Game Informer magazines in the closet. Yeah. Let's see. And Doggy Dog has been traumatized, beyond traumatized, guys. Look at this. Poor guy's having PTSD just thinking about it. He says, I wanted to go to GameStop the other day to pre-order Visions of Mana with the Steelbook. I didn't go because I didn't feel like dealing with the lame employees and their biases. Doggy, you will never get over your fears if you don't face them. Shout out to my buddy Doggy Dog. Well, you want that on Xbox, they'll say. Here, they don't say that. Xbox is so big here. They don't say those things here.
Yeah, they don't question it over by me in Georgia.
Yeah, no.
They don't care.
Must be
they're just happy someone's in the store.
That is like PlayStation country up there or something. They don't say that here.
All of the GameStops are so empty that if you walk in and actually buy something, they're just happy you bought something. They don't care what you buy it on.
Yeah, here, the console war is real. My nephews tell me that they get beat up for liking a console by the other console group. Fist fights breaking out for the console war here.
Oh my goodness.
In high schools. And I'm just like, what? Are you kidding me? Over consoles? I'm like, I understand it's a console war, but it doesn't need to turn into a real war. They're like, no, man, they hate you. They'll even ask you, oh, what do you game on? So, back in the days, hey, what sports team do you root for? Now it's like, hey, what do you game on? It's so bad here. It's so bad. Console war is real here. Team Xbox all the way, though. Let's see. Even though I have them all. I live a luxurious life. Okay, I'm very lucky, very fortunate to be able to have them all. But when you're a child and you've got to ask for Christmas presents, you don't have that luxury. Right? Let's see. Most GameStops around me are in their 30s and 40s, but they're all D-bags. Wow. Is this true? Is this true, Perry?
What? Oh, yeah, they did. He told that story many times. Wow. The guy goes, Frank went in there to go pre-order the Xbox One, even though he pre-ordered the PS4 a week earlier. He goes in there pre-order Xbox One, and the guy is like, it's a really dumb decision to make, right? And Frank is just like, I got a PS4 also. You guys want to sell me this thing? That happened to me with the Duke controller, the Hyperkin Duke.
Yeah.
I went to GameStop in Poughkeepsie. I go in there, and this guy looks like Ned from Spider-Man. His friend Ned.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, do you have the Hyperkin Duke controller? Came out today. The thing was $80. I was like, all right, I'm just gonna buy this thing.
Yeah.
He looks in the computer and he goes, no. And I was like, okay. And then he goes, you know that was the worst controller ever made, right? I'm like, do you want my money?
Yeah.
I got big hands. I'll take it. Anyway, I ordered it online, and that's why they're in the shape that they're in right now. Because over here, they don't want to say anything.
Interesting. Yeah, here they just are happy to sell you here but they don't. I think maybe the regional manager here or the district manager keeps them all in line. But yeah, they don't say anything negative here.
Good.
Yeah.
They shouldn't. It's a game store. You're going in to buy games.
Yeah. Do you want our money or not? Or you want to isolate 50% of your population, whichever way you choose. It's up to you.
Let's see, the main
reason General Spartan says the main reason I go to GameStop is for trading in my consoles for new ones and collector's editions that are worth the money. Yeah. So yeah, no, I like pre-ordering at GameStop. I like buying collector's editions still. And this is sad that, like Doggy Dog said, one of the big reasons to get be a GameStop Pro member was the subscription to Game Informer, and now that's gone. So yeah, shout out to Game Informer. You were one of the last great ones, one of the last bastions from that era. I think PC Gamer is still around from that era, but PC Gamer has transitioned into an online website. But they used to be a magazine.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing, like Game Informer just didn't transition to a website as successfully as they should have. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, shout out to Game Informer. You were one of the goats. One of the goats. Oh, but you know what? We had a poll in the chat. Terry, how did the chat do?
All right. Were you a Game Informer subscriber? 50%. Yes, I loved it. 27%. No, I subscribed to other magazines. And 22% never heard of it.
There you go. My beautiful wife says, these Star Humans must be fanboys. Yeah, they are. Everybody's for their home team. And unfortunately, their fanboyism leaks out. And then they lose customers and they wonder why. Fastback says, good morning, Xbox. Good morning, Fastback. Thanks so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Yeah. All right. So that was Game Informer magazine. Sad. So I don't know if you guys heard this. It started off as a rumor and then it got confirmed by Xbox. But the Xbox first party games got updated. And if you notice here, Avowed has moved from 2024 to 2025, a very specific date. So for Valentine's Day, to my beautiful wife, you know what I want right here? Just saying. I know it's going to be a little late. Valentine's Day is like 4 days earlier, but it's okay. Right here. Okay, just saying. Avowed has moved over to the February area, so Q1 of next year. So right now, we are in Q2, about to enter Q3, calendar Q3, not business Q3, okay? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things coming out in less than 4 months. Less than 4 months for Xbox. Now, let's see if we can scratch. That's it. That's DLC. That's DLC. And this is DLC. So if you remove the DLC, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things coming out. I don't know if this is DLC or not. This might be a whole new game. I think
Flight Sim is its own game this year.
Yeah, if it's its own game, then it counts. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you don't count the DLC, you still have 6 games coming out. By the way, super excited for a lot of these. Okay. But so they kicked Avowed out of the 2024 circle and said, get your butt into 2025. Rumor has it that it is good. It's in a good state. It didn't get delayed due to any internal issues. It just got delayed due to a crowded second half of the year because Xbox doesn't believe in the first half of the year. So there it is here. And so it got put into the 2025 things. And I'm going to guess that this is the release order, by the way, of the Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 of 2025. So if this is it, you have, 4 months. They're going to have to release like a game every 2 weeks. Just throwing it out there to do this. I mean, it is. Let's see. How is this looking? Let me pull up my calendar. All right, so August 26th, that's a Monday. September 4th, that is 9 days after later. September 24th, 1, 2, almost 3 weeks. 1 day short of 3 weeks. October 8th, 2 weeks. October 25th, 2 weeks again. November 19th, 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and then the rest haven't been announced. So yeah, some of these are launching really close to each other, within 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And I noticed that as I went down that calendar, it kept moving to bigger and bigger spacing. So yeah, but Avowed got delayed. Sorry if you were looking forward to Avowed, it got delayed. But I think there's still great stuff to play. I don't think this is really a negative on Xbox. I don't know why people are making such a big negative deal about it. But yeah, Xbox needs to kind of like, oh shoot, we got so much in Q4 2024. Let's move something. And yeah, Terry, are Q3 and Q4 stacked too much? Is there too much coming from Xbox?
It would, this is something that's going to depend on the gamer. Some gamers are going to play all of them, and then there's going to be gamers like me that might only play 3 on that list. Yeah. So it really comes down to the individual. So I mean, for me, it's not stacked, but so I don't know. I mean, the reasons are the reasons. If they're just looking at hoping that majority of their fan base is going to tinker with at least most of, if not all, on that list, then I could see why they would want to postpone and kind of spread them out, because the holiday season is the busiest time for games, not just for Xbox, but all the other third-party devs are going to be releasing all of their games as well. So everyone is just kind of competing for your attention. So it makes sense, and with some of these games being such big anticipated games, you don't want them to get lost in the flood of games coming in. So I mean, it makes sense. And I would expect these other ones that don't have dates, those are probably going to release in November, because that's like their last shot to get them out before the holiday season, for Christmas.
I see. Yeah, it is their last shot to get it out before the Christmas season. Hold on a second, though, Terry, before I move along here, let me do this. You know what I'm going to do, Terry. You know what I'm going to do. Terry, which one of these games are you interested in?
We're doing this again?
Yes, I love doing this. Hold on. Let me make sure I have the right marker. All right. So I'm going to go with the red marker. Nice and big, bold letter. Let me give it a test swipe. Okay, good test swipe. Okay. World of Warcraft, Terry. Yes or no?
No.
No. This is Terry's list. Age of Mythology. Yes or no?
No.
Aura History Untold.
No.
Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred.
No.
All right. Call of Duty Black Ops 6.
No.
Flight Simulator 2024.
No.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Yes.
Okay. Shattered Space.
No.
Towerborn.
I honestly don't remember what that one is, so probably no.
It's a beat 'em up.
No.
Like Castle Crashers.
No.
And that's it for 2024. All right, so Terry only has one game to play.
Yeah, I don't
in
worry about it.
Oh my goodness! All right, let me reset this so we can do Perry here in a little bit. Perry, talk to me about. Let's talk about this first, then we'll go over your list. So, do you think that this quarter 3 and quarter 4 are so stacked that it justifies Avowed getting delayed?
Maybe. I mean, they kind of promised it this year. That's the only thing that gets me like, okay. But I see what they have to do. Plus, they have to keep people subscribed to Game Pass every month, right? So they gotta move stuff around and shuffle stuff. I just hope it doesn't really. I hope they didn't move it to 2025 because they're going to delay everything else in 2025. So
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Yeah. To me, when I see the Xbox showcases, I mean, they've had so many delays that I automatically add 6 months to anything they announce.
Right.
Literally anything. I automatically add 6 months. Halo got delayed. Starfield got delayed. What's another big one that got delayed by Team Xbox? Hellblade got delayed. Basically, every Xbox game that I have been looking forward to has been delayed. The only one that hasn't been that hits their mark seems to be Playground Games because they don't put a date out until it's time. So yeah, it is. It is one of those things that I just add delay dates. But let's go to Perry. Let's see how stacked his Q3 and Q4 are. Perry, World of Warcraft: The War Within.
No.
Age of Mythology.
Nope.
Ara.
No.
Diablo.
No.
Okay. Call of Duty.
I'll play Call of Duty.
All right. Flight Simulator.
No.
Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Shattered Space.
No.
And Towerborn.
If it's a, what do you say? It's a beat 'em up?
It's a beat 'em up.
Maybe.
All right. So Perry's Q4 is 300% more stacked than Terry's. So there you go. Q3 and Q4 for Perry's looking good. Let's see. And now for me, I want to play this, but I probably won't because I just don't have time. I will play this. I will probably try this. I am 100% playing this. I will try this, but overall it's a no. Flight Simulator, I only have 200 flight hours logged on the original, so yeah, I'm going to play that one. I'm going to play it. I have my controller ready. Indiana Jones, nope, because there hasn't been a good Indiana Jones game ever made. I don't know why people love this game. It sucks. Let's see. It'll probably suck.
Pitfall.
Just like all the other Indiana Jones games have. That's right. Name me one good Indiana Jones game. I'll wait literally forever. And after this game, I'll still be waiting. Let's see.
Wow.
Starfield Shattered Space, 100%. And Towerborn, 100%. So my Q3, Q4 are like, dang, full of games. Full of games from Xbox. So yeah, there you go. Let us know in the chat how many of these you're going to look forward to. We'd love to hear what you have to say. I think Perry was not expecting my Indiana Jones rant.
Hey, everyone's been waiting for it.
Yeah, they've been waiting 50 years for it.
Wow.
Because a good one has never come out. They've been waiting for it. Yeah, that's right. I can be not positive about a game, not hyped about it, because the property just in video game form sucks. Just saying. Just saying. We'll see. If I'm wrong, I'd love to be wrong with Indiana Jones, but I'm probably right. Because so far, history has said that I'm going to be right. Let's check in with the iconic chat. Let's see. Wow. Okay, there we go. Okay. My beautiful wife, she says, every day is Valentine's Day for your game purpose. Yeah? Yes. It is. Every day is Valentine's Day with you in my life. Let's see. Fastback says, love Gaming Informer back in the day as a GameStop membership, but lost interest since social media, YouTube, etc. was my go-to for instant gaming news, and like IGN felt Game Informer was less objective. It always feels that way, yeah. Fastback says, plus all the third party coming, so no big Avowed move was looking for, but oh well. Oh, speaking of which, let me see how the chat feels. Let me start a poll. Is the Avowed delay good for you? No. And There we go. All right. There's a poll in the chat. Everybody be sure to vote about Avowed. Okay, sorry. Shout out to DE. Thank you so much for joining us. You're the real MVP. He says, if they keep releasing Flight Sim, IA is going to be regarded like Madden. I mean, they last released Flight Sim back in 2020. And they've been releasing world updates like twice a year. So, yeah, Flight Simulator 2024, though, has got some campaigning in it. So I don't know. I think a 4-year stint between the two is good. It was 2020, wasn't it? The original Flight Sim. I want to say it was 2020. And I mean, it is. I think it's a good period between Flight Sim releases. But I love that the game has been supported. Let's see, Flight Simulator release date. Let's see. Where are the release dates? Oops. This isn't the one I want. Yeah, 2020. Okay, yeah. So it was released in 2020. I was right. Okay. Yeah, so 4 years between releases is quite a long time. Yeah. Let's see. Shout out to Happy Cloud Gamer. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. How do some people saying there's a lack of content? Man, I'm struggling to finish one game. Same. I have the same problem, man. But mostly because I'm moving stuff still. Let's see. JD says, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Indiana Jones are the games for me. Absolutely. Those are great games, I'm sure. Let's see. Shout out to Stevie Mac. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. Loki, I don't see Fable coming out next year. If it gets late, I'm okay, as long as it's great. Happy Cloud Gamer, he is a fellow flight simmer. Shout out to us. Yeah, you know what it's all about. Stevie Mac, Batman is here to protect us from Phil Spencer. I will put Phil Spencer in the Arkham Asylum with the other criminals. That's funny. Let's see. I'm actually randomly more excited for Perfect Dark. Dude, Perfect Dark looked great. Let's see. After Xbox Game Pass became a thing, I'm more stressed to get true what are expectations from other games. I'm sorry, Happy Cloud Gamer. I know there's a language barrier, but I don't understand that statement. Axel, the Jones boys will be after you. I don't even know who that is. That's how clueless I am about Indiana Jones. No clue who that is. Terry, what are the Jones boys? Are those Indiana Jones fans?
I guess. I don't know. I'm not an Indiana Jones fan. I only want to play it because it's an action-adventure game. I'm not a fan of Indiana Jones at all.
I don't know. I mean, if they want, they can try to whip me, but just like all the whip controls in every game, it's probably crap and they're going to miss.
Oh, man.
That's right. I'm saying what I'm saying. Does Indiana Jones have good whip controls in any game? The answer is no. Start it out there. Speaking from experience, guys, this isn't just pure hate. This is experience. I've tried. And I've been let down every time. Yeah. Just saying. Pandora's box should have killed Indiana Jones. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Axel, Final Fantasy 16 is $29 on Amazon again right now. Awesome. I might have to get it. Let's see. General Spartan says, Call of Duty, Diablo, Starfield, yes, among other third-party games like Warhammer 40K coming in September. Absolutely. Cyber got the Axel, just cancel your Game Pass subscription. What? No way, I'm playing more games than anybody else on this panel. More Game Pass games, I should say, than anybody else on this panel. I'm more excited for these strategy games and Diablo 4. Man, I cannot wait for that. That looks so good. I love it. Cannot wait. Let's see. Doggy Dog says, 5 of those for me, plus so many third-party games coming this year. Absolutely. This show should be called Xbox Pollcast. I do love putting polls on. Yes. Shout out to Jason Max. Thank you so much for being here. He says, just remember, Xbox is number one. Yes. Yes, it is. Cyber Gunther is on the Terry train. Indiana Jones for me. That's it from this list. Yeah, there you go. Shout out to Cyber Gunther. Shout out to Harry Balzac. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. Is Snake Eater remake coming this year? It should have, right? That's Snake Eater 3, right?
It's supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah. Fastback says Call of Duty, Age of Empires, Diablo, and Indiana Jones in Shattered Space. Wow. Awesome. Those are great choices. Let's see. How do I pick Call of Duty and Flight Simulator on my Series S at the same time from the Xbox Gamer? You buy a 2 terabyte expansion slot. It's only going to cost you an extra $400 to do it. 100%. Boom. Modern problems require modern, expensive solutions.
Look, they'll have it on sale for like Black Friday. Just buy it then.
Yeah. No. Oh man, that thing. I think it was on sale for under $300, and I'm like, I almost bought it, but I'm like, I'm okay installing and reinstalling.
Just buy another Series XX. I'll just put the game on there.
Yeah. With how expensive it is, right? I'm gonna just have like 5 Series X's on my thing. Oh my gosh. Happy Cloud Gamers, looking forward to the Shattered Space DLC. Me too. Oh, freaking Fastback. Axel, the only whip you know is Cool Whip. Wow, bro. Wow. Or Miracle Whip. I do love my Miracle Whip. Wow. Let's see. Shout out to SIB Studios. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He says, what's up? What's going on? Fastback says he's looking forward to Stalker 2. Also in Game Pass this year. Yeah, that's going to be fire. Let's see. Doggy Dog has a secret for you there, Xbox Gamer. Is it possible to get? It is possible to get a 2 terabyte card for $89 from Amazon. There you go. DM him. DM him for the details.
My friend did get a 2 terabyte for under 100. So yeah, you can.
Doggy did too, but I'm afraid of his method.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm afraid of his method. All right, let's see. How does the chat feel about the Avowed delay?
All right, 50% yes. I have games to play. 42% what's Avowed. 7% no. I want it now.
There you go. So the vast majority of people are not affected by Avowed. I'm okay with the delay. 99% of the time, I'm okay with game delays. As much as I hate them, I'd rather play a finished product than a broken product. Just saying. I do understand that, there is a thing, say, like, no matter what they delay, a bad game is a bad game, but we won't know until it comes out. So I will give them every effort to make every game better. If they take this time to make Avowed even better, hey.
I don't know, man. I knew No Man's Sky was a bad game before that came out.
No Man's Sky... The general loop of No Man's Sky still sucks for me. I hate the loop. But I understand it's a make your own adventure game. And so that's what I'm doing. I am making my own adventure in the sandbox of No Man's Sky. But do I find parts of it super annoying, super duper annoying? Yes, I do. But I'm trying to make it fun for the things I like to do, which is, upgrade my ship, get better weapons, go fight. And it has that in there. But the general loop of No Man's Sky, hey, get some fuel, jump drive. Get some fuel, jump drive. Get some fuel, jump drive. You made it to the center of the universe. Guess what you get to do again? Get some fuel, jump drive. Get some fuel, jump drive. That's the game purpose, the game loop of No Man's Sky, and I think it's super boring. But do I have fun getting into space battles with capital ships? Yes, I do. Do I have fun getting blown up by capital ships? No, I don't. But I still do it. So I understand the make your own fun. And same thing with Flight Simulator 2020. Flight Simulator, the loop is get in the air and fly for 20 hours and land. A lot of people find that loop to be super boring, but I like doing it. Everybody has different taste in loops, right? So the general game loop has to be fun for a game, for the audience it's targeted for. But there are some rare games where they miss the mark. But I don't think any of these games are going to miss the mark. I mean, obviously, like World of Warcraft, it has its audience. They already know what it's about. Age of Mythology retold. This is a remake. It already has its audience. Aura is basically an Age of Empires style game. It has its audience with a loop. This one could mess it up, but we'll see. Diablo 4 already has a game loop, well established. I love it. I'm going to play it. All these games have loops except for this one. This one is, it's an action adventure game. And the thing with action adventure games is they miss more than any other genre in the whole gaming industry because it's so broad. Action adventure is like in the most broad spectrum of video gaming. And so everybody has their opinion of what action adventure should be. So this one, even if it does it great, it can still miss.
Yeah.
So this one is in the riskiest category. Shattered Space, Starfield already has its category. It has its fans, aka me, right? And Towerborn beat 'em ups. I love beat 'em ups. My buddy Doggy loves beat 'em ups. I have a feeling him and I are going to play Towerborn together. So yeah, I heard Towerborn is like a Street Fighter style beat 'em up. So very much Final Fight ish. And everybody who has done previews of it has come out saying nothing but glowing things about it. So I'm very much looking forward to Towerborn. Let's see. So here you go. Yeah. So Happy Cloud Gamers playing Dreamlight Valley. It's a chill game. Plus, I am super fan of Disney animation. There you go. Some people, also Princess Zelda, she loves her Dreamlight Valley. Me, you couldn't get me to play it if you paid me. It's just not for me. So yeah. All right. Terry, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Guys, we're going to take a break from the news here to launch Terry's Indie Spotlight.
All right, everybody, welcome back to my Indie Spotlight. And today I got you something that should pique the interest for quite a few of you here in the chat. So I got you guys
Is it Starfield?
It's not Starfield. No. All right. So I'm going to be showing you guys a sci-fi survival horror, like RPG style game. So this is going to, appeal to a lot of you. But I will also say the setting of this game has nothing to do with the Stalker series, so don't look at this game thinking it's like a love message to Stalker fans. It has nothing to do with Stalker, so don't even go there. Let's roll that footage.
What could be the strangest place for a heist? The abandoned and restricted Chernobyl? Full of soldiers? No, it's not even the whole picture. In the Chernobyl exclusion zone, you can walk the same path 100 times, and then pick the bucket on the 101st try. Yes, people. Humans are the least of your worries. There's more to Chernobyl than meets the eye. You need to prepare. To undo all of it. Who will you need then? Someone with an eagle eye? A tactician? A hacker? Once you find them all, what's next? Over here. Let's go. And they are here. Enemy spotted! Engaging!
Need your assistance, Igor.
I'm starting to shoot right now.
All for nothing.
Oh no, you failed again. It's a shame that Chernobylite gives you second chances. Although you shouldn't be here at all, Igor. What would you have done differently?
Sweet Jesus! You're tough as nails. That works for me.
Interesting.
I'm waiting for you, my love.
Oh, Terry's muted.
So we got Chernobylite, you guys. So this game follows a character by the name of Igor, and he's actually trying to find. So his wife disappeared like 30 years ago. So he goes to Chernobyl to try to find out what happened, and then a whole bunch of wonky nonsense that's going on, and he has to survive. And so this game is going to have a non-linear storyline. All right, so every playthrough will be different based on your choices and how you interact with people and things of that nature. There's stealth takedowns on here, which is a huge plus because I love me a good stealth takedown. You got conspiracy in here. You have you know all kinds of a nice thrilling adventure. You have base building. There's resource management. There's team management. It's got a little bit of everything in there for you. So even though it's in the horror genre, it's more sci-fi survival. So I feel like for people like me who do not like horror games, you would be able to get into this game because it's not like your scary, spooky kind of horror game. All right. So you can have some good fun with it. It's $30. You can play it on the next gen consoles that we have right now, or current gen consoles, as well as on PC. And it does have a free trial available if you want to try before you buy. So check it out. Chernobylite.
Chernobylite, a roguelike. It looked like a heist roguelike.
Kinda. Like I said, it's a little. It's got its own thing. That's why I didn't want people to see Chernobyl and immediately think, "Oh, Stalker." No, this plays nothing like Stalker. So it's nothing like it. Some people have said that the gameplay kind of reminds them more of like Snake Eater 3. So, put that wherever you want to put that. But yeah, check it out. Try the trial.
Harry Balzar says, "Is this Stalker 2? No.
No.
RWKD8, not bad looking, honestly. Yeah. Cody Gussman says, not bad. Looks cool. Absolutely. JD says, it looks like my kind of game, Terry. Very nice. Igor, wasn't that a Winnie the Pooh character?
No, that's Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Why is that game on PS5? Nobody needs that platform.
Wow.
Oh, man. DE says he waited 30 years to find his wife. Agreed. Yeah, agreed. I'd play that fastback, yeah. Well, and you can see everybody acknowledging the return of the tribal chief, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
What if that really is him?
That's it. Now that Terry said Stalker, that's all I can think it is. Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be disappointed if you wanted to play like Stalker. You'll be very disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's just move it along. You said you saw SummerSlam last night, right, Perry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you know what I'm talking about.
Yep.
The return of the one and only. All right. Let's see.
I thought you were going to play his music for a minute.
What? No. All right. So in case you guys didn't hear, the Xbox financials released. And so we're going to talk about the Xbox financial report, right? Now, of course, all of Microsoft financials came out, but I don't care about that. This is an Xbox show. We're talking about Xbox financials, right? So Xbox content and services revenue, which includes Xbox Game Pass, is up by 61% this quarter compared to last year. Activision Blizzard revenues have once again contributed to the majority of the revenue here, with 58 points of net impact. So, out of the 61% increase, 58 of them are thanks to ABK edition. So that means without ABK, Xbox grew 3%, but most of it is with ABK. Talk about a hell of an investment. What a great investment. You know, that has turned out to be for Xbox, for the gaming division at Microsoft. Microsoft revealed in February that Xbox Game Pass has now grown to 34 million subscribers, including Xbox Game Pass Core members. Microsoft is planning to launch a new Xbox Game Pass Standard plan soon, which is designed to replace the Xbox Game Pass for console offering for new subscribers. Microsoft just launched last year's Call of Duty on Game Pass. It's also planning on making Call of Duty Black Ops 6 the next installment of the popular franchise available on Game Pass. Fun fact, the launch of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 on Xbox Game Pass made it the #1 game played on the Xbox platform, beating every live service game, period. So that Call of Duty effect is real. It's real. So yeah. So this doesn't account for the price hikes that are coming up. That's later. Let's see. So hardware is down a massive 42% this quarter. Microsoft is planning on launching a diskless Xbox Series X console in white later this year, alongside a new Galaxy Black Special Edition Xbox Series X. Now, this can look bad, but it's not really that bad because even Nintendo is down 40% compared to last year. The mighty Nintendo, with the amazing Switch, which is the best console this generation. That's right, I said it. That's right, Perry. It's the best one. Perry has said he's no longer buying Xboxes, he's buying Switches. I heard him say.
I'll buy the Switch too.
Yeah, no. But the Switch, it is the best-selling console this generation by far, by like double, I think, compared to everybody else. And so for them to be down 40%, and then, why wouldn't you expect everybody else to be down 40%? Everybody talks about Team Blue like, oh, they're the market leader. But when it comes to hardware, the market leader has been Nintendo for a long time. I
think it's down because the Switch 2 is on its way out, and I think people are just not going to buy the Switch 1 anymore.
Well, I mean, think about the Switch. Like, what did they have? They had the Switch Lite, and the Switch OLED, and they combine all those into Switch cells.
Yeah.
So between all three of those, their hardware is down 40% as well.
Yeah.
And even Team Blue isn't growing as fast this year as they did last year. So everybody's down.
Yeah.
So this is not new, but for that, it's just that people who are going to be gamers already have their consoles. I mean, there's only 100 to 200 million console gamers in the world. Not even a billion, guys. Just 100 to 200 million, which is, because the amount of console gamers being born being console gamers isn't growing. It's hard for the industry to grow.
Yeah.
So yeah, just putting it out there. So that 42%, yeah, it sucks. It's down, but at the same time, it's not as bad as people make it sound, because everybody's down. I think even PC hardware is down. So, I mean, even I think even NVIDIA announced or is planning to announce declines. And, NVIDIA being the big, like the most valuable company or second most valuable company in the world right now, if they're down, it's affecting everybody. For the gaming sector, okay? Not the AI sector. NVIDIA's still doing great on the AI sector. I'm talking the gaming sector, okay? Let's see. Xbox has also been focusing on the message of no Xbox required for its cloud streaming efforts. Microsoft TV app recently arrived on some Amazon Fire Stick devices as Microsoft turns its attention away from just marketing console hardware. Yeah. I think that also will affect your console sales in the long run. I think that is brand damaging But what do I know? I'm just a gamer. I'm just the target audience. What do I know, right? So
I
let's
hear
see.
you.
So despite the hardware revenue being down, gaming revenue is up the same amount of points it went down overall. Again, helped by the additional Activision Blizzard revenue. In fact, that revenue added 48 points. So overall gaming revenue at Microsoft would have been down 4% if the company hadn't acquired Activision Blizzard. So that is bad. That without ABK, the gaming revenue would be down 4%. That kind of sucks. And let's see. No subscription to Xbox Game Pass. Let's pause here. All right. So overall, console hardware down. The Xbox division overall up 40%. Hardware down 40%, and revenue up 44%. Let's focus on those things. Terry, I know you love these numbers because as a non-Microsoft stock owner, I know these affect you greatly. How do you feel?
Yeah, like it's one of those things where, I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's everybody who's going to be invested in the hardware already has invested in the hardware. So that's not that big of a thing. And then everybody's going more, with digital and cloud-based is, starting to pick up steam. So that's, another factor. So, I mean, it's And then, of course, there's also inflation all over the world, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, people aren't going to be wasting their money on certain things. They have more important things, that they need to spend their money on right now, like putting food on the table, So, I mean, I feel like this is just one of those things that doesn't really matter right now. Just based on whatever I said, where everybody who wanted it already has it. So you just got to focus on having the content for those who are already within the ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully once the economy around the world shapes up, they can start pushing more stuff. But
yeah, I mean, and of course, content will get more people over from the old system over to the new system. There are still lots of Xbox One gamers, as Perry can attest.
Yeah, so they gotta. I know some games have already, started to, not be geared towards past gen consoles. So as soon as we start getting that fully in lock, where no games will be no longer released on those other platforms, that'll push people to come on over.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with everything you say. Perry, you have a point of view that we don't see with the hardware in specific. Did you see? I know when Call of Duty got announced, Modern Warfare 3, that a lot of people traded in, or not Call of Duty, what was it? Football. What is it? College football. There we go. College football 25.
Right.
It announced the Xbox is sold out on Amazon. Did people upgrade to that?
I don't know, man. I don't even know if that's true. I heard that, but I don't know if it's true or not. I didn't look into it. I will tell you though, I personally did sell Starfield with an Xbox Series X. Like, people came in only for that game, and they did not have a Series X, and they came in and upgraded. So
nice.
I can confirm that, and that was quite a few people. So that game did sell some consoles. It might not have done like great, but it did move some consoles around. NCAA, I'm sure it sold consoles because NCAA has been gone for 10 years.
Yeah.
So
11 years. Yep.
And then people want to play it, so they're going to find any way that they can play it.
This guy right here is waiting for it. Yeah.
And I think it was smart putting it on the current gen consoles.
Yeah.
Because Call of Duty is not doing that, and something happened last night, and it's out there somehow.
Really? Oh yeah,
yeah,
the new View came out. Yeah. Yeah, somebody leaked the new what do they call it? The 360 View or whatever it's called?
No, man. Black Ops 6 got leaked on PlayStation 4 last night.
Did it? Oh man.
So I would say put that on the current stuff. Don't put it on the old stuff.
Just kill the server right now.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't cool. But
that is not cool. But hackers are gonna hack. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why people want to affect other people's work before it gets out. Like, I understand putting illegal copies of games out there, pirating all that stuff. It's going to happen. I just
Right.
don't understand why it happens before it's out.
Well, yeah, because now they leaked all the maps and stuff and all the weapons, and now whatever.
Hmm.
It is what it is. I have a friend that's in the Call of Duty scene, and he's like, "This actually brought more hype to the game." And I was like, "Well, if it makes them more money somehow, great." But
Yeah.
because now people know what's in the game, so they're excited. But I don't know. I'm not in that whole thing.
Yeah, my husband always says that there's no such thing as a leak. They're always planned. It's just a
Yeah.
marketing ploy. So, because it gets people talking. So,
Yeah, my buddy said that Microsoft's mad that it leaked, but they're not mad that people are like. So
yeah, it's one of those things because when you think about it, when you always hear about these leaks and they always say, claim they're upset about it, but you never hear anything being done. Like, oh,
Right.
went ahead and this person's now being charged with fraud or something.
yeah,
You never hear anything about it. So that's why I kind of have to lean towards what my husband believes is that it's all just a marketing ploy and they just want to use the guise of like, oh, someone did it behind our back. No, you didn't.
pre-order sales
No,
were
they
probably
didn't.
down, and they were like, "Let's just jumpstart it."
Yeah.
Because they had one Twitter account posting stuff, and it kept getting taken down, but the account never went down. The account
Yeah.
just kept posting. So
that's why it's like, and that this stuff's all planned. It's all planned.
And they put Modern Warfare 3 in Game Pass as like marketing for the new one. Like, hey, you can play this here because this one's coming. They know what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Strategizing it.
Yeah.
That's smart on their end.
Yeah. I mean, somebody leaked it. I mean, that's source code stuff.
Because how did somebody get it?
Yeah. How else did somebody get it? Yeah, exactly.
So
So yeah, so what do you think of these numbers though, Perry? Good, bad for the brand you love?
it's like good and bad. It's good because the company's making money, but it's bad for console people, I guess. I don't know. I want them to make more hardware, but when hardware is down, I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Down. Now, according to some unofficial numbers, Nintendo Switch has sold 143 million consoles. I don't know if that's I already don't trust that. Because I don't know if it's overtaken the PS2 yet, and PS2 sold what 120.
PS2 was on the market though for how long?
20
like
years.
13. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
That's what's funny about when it's all said and done. People are like, well, it sold this much, but you have to look at the time span because people say, well, PlayStation 3 outsold the 360, and it's like, yeah, because they got PlayStation 3 on the market like 7 years after the Xbox 360, so of course it outsold it.
Yeah.
When you, at the end of the day, yes, you look at the numbers, but they kind of cheated because they kept going. So always got to keep that in mind when you look that stuff up, everyone.
Yeah, you got to take some context into it. In the same time frame, though, which is the actual gen time frame, Xbox outsold PlayStation by like 10 mil.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah. So, anyways, so let's see. So overall, not bad. Let me check in with the chat. Let me see. We're not talking about wrestling here because, as Doggy said, wrestling hates my channel. Let's see. The Switch is jank. No, it's not. How many monthly active users does Nintendo have? Don't know. I don't think they announced it. Let's see. Hardware these days are not as relied on this gen as last, since you can play Xbox ecosystem on other devices. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Consoles will have to evolve to adapt to today's trends, demands, and inflation sucks. Mainstream gamers is where the money is, and it's definitely different versus hardcore console gamers. Yeah, absolutely. Back from the dead. Thank you so much for being here. You are the real MVP. He asks, hey, everyone, Perry, did you stay up late or wake up early for this show?
I went to bed at 3 a.m. and I woke up early for the show.
He might become a coffee guy after today. Let's see. Doggy wrote something to me, but I don't know where it is. It must have gone away. All right. So yeah, let's move on to the next part of this, very important part. Microsoft isn't updating Xbox Game Pass subscriber numbers this quarter, but the company did share a metric around active gaming users. Quote, we now have over 500 million active users across platforms and devices, said Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella on an earnings call. Our content pipeline has never been stronger. So 500 million users across Xbox consoles, PC gaming platforms, rival consoles, Team Blue, Team Green, Team Red, and mobile devices thanks to King. That is one heck of a reach thanks to ABK. 500 monthly active users now. A long time ago, Xbox did say we will no longer be reporting console sales. You remember this? This was back in the Xbox One days, about halfway through the generation. They said instead we will focus on monthly active users. And they've always been at around 120 million monthly active users through the Xbox One generation. And they were at the low 200s or right under 200 million throughout this generation. ABK merger happens and now suddenly 300 million more monthly active users come into the fold. So, again, that is the metric that Xbox has always said that is most important to them for a decade now. And 500 million, thanks to the investment of ABK. Is this a W for Phil Spencer, who made that decision that monthly active users were the metric? Or is this kind of like, yeah, but Xbox consoles kind of situation? Terry, tell us all about it.
About what, the monthly active users?
Well, Phil Spencer said that this is what the metric is, not console sales. They report, hardware is down 42%, but monthly active users, this is over 100% increase from last quarter. Because Xbox before last quarter, I think was only like right under 200 million, I want to say. Sorry, not last quarter, last year, same quarter last year. So, I mean, this is over 100% increase, but of course, you don't see anybody saying, oh, monthly active users are up over 150%. They just say 500 million.
Yeah. For whatever reason, people seem to only care about, the how many units are sold, you know, which, we've argued that for years that units sold is an inflated number because people buy multiple consoles,
Yeah.
Households will have multiple consoles. They'll have some for, the husband will have one, the wife will have one, the kids have one, so it's an inflated number. So, I mean, 500 million a month, that's impressive. So, I mean, that's really, really good, so, I mean, I'm not sure how they're getting all that, because I mean, I know you have your PC and you have your console, and they have the cloud kind of bopping around in different areas as well. So, I mean, there's, but again, the monthly user, I mean, how do they count that? Is one Xbox, is it just one Xbox account on all different platforms count as just one active user?
I would assume they're kind of unique IPs. But I don't know, to play Xbox games, you have to sign in through your Xbox account, no matter which platform you're on. So I'm going to guess that it's usernames.
Yeah, and then I mean, I don't know people who still do it, but you still have the ability to sign in as a guest on Xbox. So I don't know if that's factored in some way. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't really know how they do all their numbers. So, but I'm sure, just as console sales can get inflated, I'm sure the monthly active user number can be inflated in some way too.
Right.
I just don't know how they tally everything. I'm not in there with the Excel spreadsheet with their breakdown, Right. But yeah, man. But still, 500 a month that's impressive. That's a lot of people, playing within the Xbox ecosystem. So that's very good.
So, in the launch of in 2014. Sorry. Let me look at this. In 2016, they had 40 million active monthly users. This is from the website Statistica. Okay. Statista. Sorry. They reported 40 million in 2016 and 120 million in 2022. And now they're reporting 500 million 2 years later. More than 100% increase in monthly active users.
Game Pass has definitely taken the world by storm.
Game Pass,
You know?
yep. Game Pass is taking that over. The ABK
Yep.
acquisition is taking it over.
Yeah.
And again, this is the metric that was announced in 2015 or 2016 by Phil Spencer, that they said this is the most important metric to Xbox.
Yeah.
Is monthly active users.
And
So this being the most important metric to Xbox, in Phil Spencer's Xbox, right? Phil Spencer's era. Is he winning? I mean, this is a big W. How can you? I mean, there's a reason the guy's the VP of gaming now.
Yeah.
Look at this. He got him 500 million.
Yeah.
From 120 to 500 million in 2 years. Give that man a bonus.
Yeah, that's insane. Because I mean, I just posted the numbers for like Nintendo. Like Nintendo doesn't even have half as many for the entire year. So like this is very impressive. So, you know, for people who are very biased towards other platforms, you know, they want to kind of shrug this off like this don't mean anything, but like this is impressive. You know,
Absolutely.
very impressive. Because we just talked about how if you want to look at devices sold, Nintendo is number one for selling, you know, units.
Absolutely, they are.
But their user base is diddly squat compared to this.
Yeah, and Nintendo does have a mobile platform. There is Nintendo games on your cell phone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, so even with the mobile platform, Nintendo's still only at 114 million.
Because
So, yeah.
so like, you know, users is what really does matter though, because I mean, I also own a Switch, but I haven't played it in like several months. You know,
Oh man, you don't count in this month's MAU.
you know, exactly.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, you know, will own multiple platforms, and they're going to have whichever one is their preference. They're going to play on daily, and then they're going to have the other ones that they might boot up on the rare occasion if a game comes out. You know, so you know like even when I had for the last gen, like I had the PS4 and I had the Xbox One. My PS4 collected dust. I only used it on the rare occasion if there was a game that they had that I was intrigued by, which wasn't too many. There wasn't too many games that they had that I, you know, cared enough about, but they had a couple.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, yeah, I count towards the, you know, your device is sold, but I'm not really going to count as a user because I rarely used it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't disagree with everything you're saying. You know, my Switch and my PlayStation have been off for a long time, not because I don't have games to play on them. There is, I just don't have time. So when I do have time, I have to pick which one of the 3 platforms I'm going to play, and I'm going to pick my console of choice, which is my Xbox.
Yeah, which is what I think most of us do. Like,
Yeah.
There's definitely like I want to get the next Mario Rabbids game. You know, I want to get it because I really enjoyed the first one. It's just there's so many games to play when I like playing with my friend, I'm going to choose Xbox and play a co-op game with him on Xbox, then go and buy a game on my Switch that I'm going to play by myself. You know, that's priorities.
Yeah, definitely. So Perry, tell us what you think about this 500 million user report compared to what it was before. And is this a W or is this just kind of like, well, you know, it's great, but you haven't sold any consoles kind of thing? Talk to us.
It's a W for Microsoft for sure. It's making Phil Spencer and Satya rich. Besides that, I mean, that's what they want. That's the metric they wanted to hit, and that's what they got. They achieved it. I don't know if buying ABK got them to 500 million. I'm sure it did, obviously. But that's pretty much it. There's not much more to say. I think you guys both covered it.
Yeah, because like I know they were talking about how the subscribers for Game Pass had kind of became stagnant.
Yeah.
And then the ABK deal went through, and then that kind of helped it rise up some more.
Yeah.
And now I'm thinking, you know, now that they announced that they have the cloud app on the 4K Fire Sticks, and they had a lot of sales for Prime Day on those 4K Fire Sticks. So I'm thinking, I upgraded. I had the old Fire Stick that I've been using forever. I upgraded because I wanted to have access to having Xbox on there. So for people who aren't already a Game Pass subscriber, that was an easy $40 get a Fire
Yep.
Stick, go ahead and subscribe to Game Pass, and now they can play Game Pass games. Like that was a great way for them to kind of bump their numbers up a little bit more too.
Yep.
Yeah. So 500 monthly active users. Wow, that's 500 people. 500. That means there's 400. Hold on. Let me do the math here. Hold on. Let me see. Where's my calculator? 500 million is a big number. 500,000, 500 million. That means there's 499,999,996 people on Xbox who will not play games with me.
Hey, man, you got to invite me and I'll play a game.
I'm just messing with everybody. Oh, man. That's funny. All right. Hold on. Let me check in with the chat before it gets away. I don't like it letting the chat get too far. Let's see. Mainstream gamers is where it's at. Hey, everybody, did you stay up late? Okay. Shout out to Mentalator. I think it's Mental Niner. Is it Mentalator? Mentalator?
Mental 9R.
Mental 9R. Thank you so much for being here. You're the real MVP. He also has a show called GMX, right?
Caffeine Entertainment on YouTube.
What is
and
it?
Rumble.
Yeah. So he has his own channel. Be sure to subscribe to him as well, guys. He's awesome. You might remember him from Noob's Gaming After Dark.
Yeah.
Before it went off the air there. Let's see. Lots of people saying hello, which is great. I love it. Harry Balzac says, Microsoft should say 500 million users. Sounds bigger. 500 million is a lot, but I think 500 million is the bigger. Sounds better because you put the number 500 on there. Yeah. My Switch holds open doors. And sometimes it doubles as a bookend as well. Dang. But it'll never be as versatile as the Sonic cartridge in that old Sega commercial. Oh, yeah, no, it'll never be able to slice and make potatoes. It fits in any tackle box. JD says, my PS5 is basically a paperweight. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Perry, what's going on with your PS5s?
Well, no one's using them. I'm not using them either. They're just standing here, not doing anything. So
you got to lay them down, man. You don't want that liquid metal to come down on your PS5.
That's okay.
That's okay. Shows how much he knows PS5. Like, that's okay. Let him melt.
Yeah,
Melt.
I don't even care.
He's like, I got like 18 PS5s ready to go. By the way, just as a side note, man, I've been looking more and more at that 360 hack you do.
Right.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing one with, because I have like 18 Xbox 360s here. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay if I brick one.
Yeah, just take your time. You'll be good. He's talking about the RGH3 mod for the Xbox 360.
RGH3, that's what it's called, yes.
Now that the store is closed, you can back up your digital and physical library right on your 360.
That's right.
So.
Yeah. So, yeah. So this is a great number for Microsoft, I think. Good for them and good on the investment. I mean, anything that increases what the important metric is for you, I think is a good investment, a good buy. And I mean, it more than doubled their monthly active users from their last reported monthly active users. So that's fantastic. Shout out to Phil. So Hood expects Microsoft contents and services to increase low to mid 50s. Now remember, contents and services went up 40 something percent. So they're expecting it to go up even more. Overall gaming revenue will also increase in the mid 30s to 40 points from Activision Blizzard. Hood says Xbox hardware revenue will again decline year over year. So Amy Hood, is not being in denial here. She's straight up saying, the gen is winding down. Microsoft Cloud and Office revenues continue to grow. Office, don't care about Office. I don't know why that's in the Xbox says server and cloud services, AI, and more stuff. Okay.
So when Microsoft, real quick, when Microsoft talks about cloud services, so do they put cloud the cloud on the, let's say, on the office side as well as cloud in the gaming side? Did they put that under the same umbrella?
I think so. I mean, it's the same server setters. Why wouldn't that be?
So that would probably be why they're bringing all this stuff up, because cloud is both the business side and the gaming side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. I thought I had the next window open, but I didn't. I apologize.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. I typically have all these windows open, but I didn't for whatever reason. And I can't even find my bookmark for it. Where did my bookmark go? All right. I guess I'll Google search it. Let's see. Let me get somewhere that won't take me into a weird website. No, that's old. 3 days ago, maybe. Is it Windows Central? Crap! I lost it. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for this. Because normally I have everything ready.
It happens, man.
I don't know what happened. August 2nd. August 2nd, CEO. No. Anyways, so what I wanted to report on and get something up here was in the same earnings call, so I thought it would definitely be in this. Satya did discuss a three pronged approach on console and mobile. So here we go. I found one from Pure Xbox. Thank God from Pure Xbox. So speaking to investors in the Q4 fiscal breakdown, thanks to Windows Central. Okay, thank God. Okay, so there it is. Let me click on this window here. Throw this bad boy in reader mode. Get rid of those ads. I hate the ads, man. I hate them with a passion. Let's see. So they're talking a three-pronged gaming approach across Xbox, console, PC, and mobile. All right, so. So let's see. Largely. Here we go. So here is the quote. So Satya said, for us, our investment in gaming fundamentally was to have, I would say, the right portfolio of both what we love about gaming and always have loved about gaming, which is Xbox. And so keep everything that you currently have. That's prong one. And the content for the console. All right, sorry, Xbox, which is the content for the console. So there you go. That's prong one. And expand from there that we have content for everywhere people play games, starting with the PC. Elaborating further, Satya reiterated that Activision was primarily about expanding Xbox's footprint beyond console to mobile and PC specifically, where Xbox has traditionally struggled. Activision has games like Hearthstone, Diablo Immortal, and Candy Crush Saga under its belt, making it something of a mobile powerhouse. Quote, when I think about the Activision portfolio, it comes with great assets for us to cover both the PC and the console. And then, of course, assets to cover mobile sockets, which we have never had. So we feel that now we have both the content and the ability to access all the traditional high-skill platforms where people play games, which is the console, the PC, and mobile. But we're also excited about these new sockets, right? So then he talked about the Fire Stick, the more affordable Xbox Series X, cloud gaming, is a double-digit year-over-year growth vector for the platform, stuff like that. That's the type of new access that really helps us a lot in reaching new gamers or the same gamer everywhere they want to play. And that ultimately will show up in that software plus services and transaction revenue for us, which is really our long-term KPI. And that's what we're building towards. So the long-term key performance indicator is software plus services and transaction revenue. Right. So the key indicators are keep your Xbox gamers, expand to new places, and increase revenue. That is the three-pronged approach that Xbox is setting, and that is what is going to guide them towards it. So really our long-term key performance indicator is, of course, money, transaction revenue, software plus services. So Xbox is going to go where the money is. And where's the money? It's on mobile. It's on every platform. It's on PC. So hence why I think Xbox is going to just put all their games, including the pillars such as Halo, Gears, Forza, on everything because of this key performance indicator. So for better or for worse, this is the key performance indicator for Xbox. And so the three-pronged approach. Keep it where it is, expand it, make more money. Perry, are those three is that three-pronged approach good or bad for the brand, you think? Or
it's good for them.
For Microsoft, but I'm talking about Xbox.
Xbox is a brand. Yeah, I mean it's going to grow their brand.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it's going to be good for the Xbox brand, but the hardware for us might go away. As far as like the actual box, because it seems like they're pointing that way, and they kind of want to get over there and get rid of that because it costs them money to make the machine, and they're not recouping it, obviously. So if they could get that service, if they could build up that Xbox brand, like super high up, they can get it like we have it on the stick, like you said earlier, tablets. They don't have to put money out for the hardware, and they're making hand over fist money and revenue just by having a service. So for them, it's great, but for the old traditional gamer, we might not have a box anymore. That's the only thing I'm upset about, but it is what it is. You got to move on sometimes, whether it's good or bad. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they are going to have another box. I mean, Sarah Bond has straight up said that the next Xbox is for the quote unquote, and I'm quoting her here, for the console enthusiast. They're not saying for console gamers. She straight up said console enthusiast.
She says a lot of things too, but
so
hey, man, I'm gonna wait this one out and see. I'm gonna wait.
We'll see where that goes. But I mean, this approach of let someone else bear the brunt of the hardware isn't new to Microsoft. Isn't new to businesses. I mean,
Microsoft.
What I'm saying by that is something like
years ago,
like Uber. There's no such thing. They don't provide the cars.
No.
Right? They're making money hand over fist, probably. No, actually, they're still losing money. But DoorDash, the delivery service, they don't provide anything.
No.
Who is it? Who is the one where you can rent houses to stay?
Oh, what, Airbnb?
Yeah, Airbnb. They don't own any hotels. They don't own any of those properties.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
So this whole separate from let the people bear the brunt of the hardware themselves, aka let me buy my PC myself.
Right.
Right. Let me bear the brunt of building this $2,000 PC instead of them losing money on a box. This is the way people are making money these days.
Yeah.
For better or for worse. And I hate it. Personally, I hate it, right?
No, I'm with you. I agree.
Like I miss taxis, man. For what they were, at least taxis were insured, and you knew you weren't going to get kidnapped and stabbed or something.
I agree.
They had the picture of the guy and his name right in front of you. Hey, your driver is, whatever his name was,
right?
Or her name was, and they were, they had the protective glass in the car, all that good stuff, right?
Yep.
They couldn't assault you. You couldn't assault them.
Right.
And it served its purpose. Point A to point B. I still prefer hotels. Give me room service.
Hey, me too.
Give me towels.
You don't know what the hell they got in the Airbnb. They got cameras.
Right?
The guy's a serial killer.
Yeah, I mean they got cameras. The guy's a serial killer. You open a drawer. They're like, oh, you opened the drawer. That's an extra $200. I didn't use anything. So what? You opened it. Airbnb's stupid.
Wow.
So. But now Xbox is getting into this whole, services side. and transaction revenue. So that, but remember, one of the prongs was hardware. Xbox, keep everything how it is. So one of the prongs was hardware, but they definitely are expanding out there. For better or for worse, I am an old guy. I believe in the value of exclusives. They might not believe in it anymore, but I do. If you have nothing to differentiate your brand from the others, there's no point to your brand. Just pointing it out there. Hardware-wise is what I'm saying, right? So that's all I'm saying. If the next Xbox hardware comes out, but it's also available on the other pieces of hardware, what's the point?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Anyways, Terry, what do you think about the three-prong approach?
I mean, I don't really have anything really to talk about if you guys haven't already covered. I mean, I feel like, do whatever. I don't really care. I'm not the kind of person that invests too heavily when it comes to like hardware and stuff. I mean, software is my main thing, and I don't buy a console for a specific game. Like I never have. Like I need multiple games to invest in any kind of device. So I'm not like some gamers who will buy a device for one game. I won't do it. So I mean, I feel like they're just going to keep pushing the services is going to be the big thing that they're going to have to keep pushing because as we continue to go more digital, the hardware is a nothing thing. That's why they have that enthusiast consoles. It's probably going to be one of the last ones they make because we might, depending on how the rest of the market goes, we might not have consoles for the next gen. We might not. So we'll have to just see how the market keeps trending. With the Fire Stick thing right now being, that could be very popular. They might continue to push people, to go more on that route and have Xbox available on their TVs or anything else so that they don't have to push consoles anymore.
Yeah. The thing about it is like, Xbox wants to do, I'm going to talk a little sidebar. They wanted to do a mobile store, and they got blocked by both Apple and Google. So the importance of having your own ecosystem, I hope they keep that in mind. The importance of having that hardware, Xbox console hardware, is highly important. Otherwise, they're going to have to abide by Nintendo rules or PlayStation rules, to sell their software. So
which is
the
why
ecosystem, the hardware ecosystem is very important for you doing the things you want to do. Otherwise, you're just going to do things the way they want you to do it.
Yeah.
However the heck that might be.
Which is why they're probably partnering with the other companies like Meta and everybody else, because it's easier to get onto an established ecosystem, than to try and do their own. Because that's what happened with them with the, like you said, with mobile. Like I had a Windows phone and I loved it.
Yes.
But the main reason why it failed was because they couldn't get app support because they kept getting, blacklisted. Like they couldn't get anything approved because Apple and Google were being, bullies. So why try to create something new when other people already have it established? They can team with Meta, they can team with Samsung, LG, whoever, Hisense, whoever they want to team up with.
You don't get to launch your own marketplace though. Like that's that's the biggest killer, because on this box,
no, because they
keep 100%. On this box, these boxes they keep 70%.
Still, it's better to have 70% having to share space than to make something new and then you get completely blocked by your competitor and then you get nothing, and then you just wasted all that money investing in for it to flop. Just like they don't want to do. Look at Luna and what was the one that Google had?
Oh Jesus,
Stadia.
You don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So it's better to take a little bit of a cut to go somewhere where it's already working and then to get completely snubbed out.
Stadia to me just stood for Stadia Way. Yeah. So I could see the failure of Stadia immediately after I saw it, and I'm like, I don't think the world is ready for cloud only.
Yeah.
I use cloud all the time, but I don't think the world is ready for cloud only.
They're
But yeah.
ready for it, but like I said, it has to be in certain areas, which is where like cloud is successful when it comes to like the VR. You know?
Yeah, but like the biggest problem with Stadia, and I think Microsoft should really look at this, is that they had no first-party exclusives. They launched a service, a gaming service, with no reason to subscribe to it because everything Stadia was getting were old games that existed somewhere else. There was no title that would force you to get on it. And again, this is my whole thing. Like, you know, the whole software plus services and blah blah blah. If they don't have exclusives, they're going to face the same issue Stadia did, which is, what's the point? Exclusives are important, no matter what they say. And I feel that these guys in San Francisco or Washington or wherever the hell, these West Coast guys, they're in such a bubble over there that they don't see the rest of the world. They refuse to acknowledge the rest of the world. And the rest of the world, if you want to advertise, exclusives matter. Like, oh, you know, like, hey, I'm just going to use cards because cards are a dime a dozen. You know, they get you from point A to point B. That's what they all do, right? But what's the exclusive you can think of when you think of a brand, right? If I think of the brand Toyota, I think of reliability as their exclusive, right? If I think of the brand Ford, I think of trucks. That's the big marketer, right? They have a high versatility usage of trucks. If I think of what's another one? I don't know. Let's see. Toyota's the big Japanese one. Mercedes, I think luxury. You know, everybody has an exclusive that they offer way better than the competition. Way better.
But none of those are exclusive though.
Trucks aren't exclusive, but they're way better. Like whenever you think of trucks, I mean, say what you will about Ford, but their trucks are
they sell very well. They sell very well, but again, the Tacoma outperforms the F-150.
The Tacoma is a heavy truck with an underpowered engine. It is an anchor, a boat anchor. Will it last you longer than the F-150? Sure. But will it outperform a Ford Ranger, a mid-sized truck? No, it won't. And truck guys know that's true. Okay? Now, is the Tacoma a good vehicle? Of course it is, right? Reliability is there. But when it comes to doing truck things, Tacoma's not there.
Yeah, but it's also the only truck that you can get in the U.S. outside of like the Jeep Rubicon or whatever that real big Jeep.
The Jeep Gladiator, whatever the hell.
Whatever it is. Yeah, the Tacoma is the only truck you can get in the U.S. that still has a manual transmission. Mm-hmm. And depending on what kind of work you're doing, it's better to have the manual transmission.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, manual transmissions are still a thing.
Yeah. You know, so that's also a factor that, you know, if you're doing a lot of hauling and stuff, you want the manual transmission, not the automatic.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing though too. When a lot of people who own like Ford trucks, you know, they're concrete princesses that don't haul anything ever. you know, so it's like you know.
Yeah, if you see a Ford truck with thin-walled wheels, you know that person hasn't hauled a thing in their life.
We've all seen it. You know, like you used to be when people, you know, like growing up, at least in my area, every truck was a work truck. Now, every truck looks clean and fresh off the lot because no one's working with these trucks.
Yeah. I don't understand why you would turn this your trucks into these concrete princesses.
You know, and then right? People who need work trucks, they're not buying the new trucks because the beds are too small. They're going and they're still trying to find the old square body trucks because they don't have bed space to haul anything in these new trucks. They're too small. They're worthless. They're worthless.
Yeah. I don't disagree with the word you're saying. I completely think that trucks are for work. Like, I need a truck for work, right? But then I keep telling my wife I need a truck. But for the type of work I just need a medium-sized truck. So like a Ford Ranger, a Toyota Tacoma, I'm not going to be hauling anything super heavy. So Tacoma would be fine for me. Like a Honda, oh, Jesus, what's that Honda truck? Ridgeline? A Honda Ridgeline would be fine for me. I'm not making money off of it, right? So yeah, that is the whole thing about trucks to me, is get them for the purpose. Like, look at this, Terry. You think this guy has pulled? I mean, he's pulling something.
So much money.
I don't know what the hell
money
he's
in that
pulling
truck,
back
though.
there. Can't be worth much. And look at him. Look at this. You think this thing is a work truck?
No, but
You think
I
these
do.
tires will take you four-wheeling on this 4x4?
No, but I have to envy him because it looks pretty, and that truck costs probably more than my house. So I there's some envy there, but no, it's not
no envy, zero envy. I don't want a truck that looks like that
There's
ever.
nothing practical about that truck. That's a truck you get because you want to show off and you want to look cool, but that's about it.
Anyways, back to hardware. I know we got off topic, but back to hardware. It is important for Xbox to do something exclusive, and I'm sorry and we've had the polls here on the chat before where we said, what if Game Pass is the exclusive from here on out instead of games? I don't want to sound insulting, but Game Pass is easily copyable. Anybody can copy that, but your own IP, that's more difficult to make. Like, for how many years have there been how many years into 2000 were games called the Halo Killer and didn't do anything to Halo, right? Your exclusives matter, right? When you think of family-friendly games, you think Nintendo, right? So that's all I'm saying. When you think of video games that are actually movies, you think of PlayStation, right? So, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And of course, Xbox is the shooter box. When you think of first-person shooters, I think Xbox. I'm sorry, yeah. So they need those exclusives. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's review here with the chat. Man, the chat started going crazy when I started talking about trucks. Let's see. Mental Dinar says, agree 100%. They're going everywhere. Great for Xbox, not great for the hardware. The side effect of that is if sales of the hardware falter, third parties have less incentive to put their games there. Exactly. Yeah. More games will skip Xbox. Yeah. Let's see. Stadia had Baldur's Gate 3 as an exclusive. Could have fooled me. I didn't know. I didn't see the Baldur's Gate 3 exclusive on Stadia only. Did you? No, nobody? Okay, advertising works too. Let's see.
Wow.
Let's see. Back from the Dead says, if I think of Dodge, I think of bad wiring, and Chevy doesn't honor the warranties. Wow. Harry Balzac says, most guys buy trucks for the looks, not for the work. Dad trucks. Let's see. Stadia also had features only with Ghost Recon Breakpoint that were exclusive to Stadia. Whatever those features were, never heard of them. I didn't know of a single one. You're the only person to ever tell me that. Let's see. Dreadpool says, I hate squatted trucks. Let's see. LOL, they parked their $50,000 trucks in the driveway and shined the tires. Yeah. Let's see. Batman says, I drive around in a blank tank. Yeah, that thing's practical. Absolutely. And it's on the roof. Yeah. Understanding says, old school is the best. Everything nowadays seems cheap/fake. Yeah. And Colin May says, I want to get a Raptor one day. Me too. Me and you both, buddy. Me and you both. That Raptor is amazing. What I don't get is what everybody wants an SUV these days. Hey, man, they're the new station wagon.
Minivan.
They're the upgraded station wagon combined with a minivan.
Yeah.
Bada bing, bada boom, you get a SUV.
People said that, a minivan didn't look cool. Guys don't want to drive minivans, but they like trucks, so they made a minivan look more like a truck. So now you see a lot more people will drive around an SUV because, the minivan ain't cool.
That's right. I love my SUV. I'm not going to lie. My SUV is awesome. I would only buy a truck. I only want like a cheap used truck because I'm only going to use it like once a month. So that's why I don't want to pay like $55,000 for a truck or whatever. I'm looking to pay like $3,000. Yeah. Stevie Max says, my car is a toilet on wheels with a turbo flush. Oh my God.
There's a game on the Switch in Japan. It's a toilet racing game.
What?
Yeah,
A toilet racing game?
yeah, it's on the Switch. It's like a comedy game, but it's like, why?
Let me see. Flushed with curiosities. Gansuku Bansa Race. Are you talking about this one?
What the hell is this, man?
I mean, he's holding the newspaper. These guys are carrying what? And the porta john? What the heck? What is he throwing at them? Is he throwing toilet paper at them or poo at them?
Hey, I just saw it on the Switch site, and I was like, okay. I didn't even know this was like a thing.
It's toilet paper. Okay. Okay. And that guy's farting. OMG. What the heck? What kind of games are you into, bro? Let's
Hey, I
see.
saw it out of the site, man.
Well, there you go. You saw Stevie Mac's vehicle right there. Mental
That was
9
it.
The price of a decent truck has skyrocketed in the last 30 years. Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you guys spend like 80 grand for a truck is just dumb. Dumb.
Yeah. Let's see. And the SUVs are so small they can't haul anything. It's an SUV, not a truck, bro. Calm down. Understanding said 343 ended up being the Halo killer. Oh,
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
You're telling me that? Me? I have my own opinions over what killed Halo, and I don't think 343 was it. I think the whiny fans that basically, whenever I hear people talk, oh, they should make a Halo like this, Halo make like that, every word out of their mouths basically adds up to Halo 3 Remastered.
Wow.
That's literally, if I was to make a list of what they wanted, they're like, oh, no sprint, like in Halo 3. We want the flood, like in Halo 3, but with much prettier graphics, like in Halo 3. And it's like, oh, bring the Covenant back, like in Halo 3. That's all they want is Halo 3 Remastered. Oh, we don't want the Didac. Like, oh, you mean like in Halo 3? Well, yeah, bring back the Gravemind, like in Halo 3. It's like everything everybody tells me about Halo is basically Halo 3 Remastered. I wish 343 would just make Halo 3 Remastered, shut these guys up, and make the game they want to make.
Right.
Move it along. So, yeah. Tell me I'm wrong, Perry. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not really wrong, but I would shut down 343.
I'm not wrong, see?
If I was the boss, I would do it.
Let's see. When I think of PlayStation, I think of PH being the most used app. Oh, my God. I mean, everybody has their brand. Yeah. Let's see. Dreadpool, they did. The Stadia was the only place to play the first closed beta. Again, didn't hear Baldur's Gate 3 until it came on PC, until it launched out of beta.
Yeah, you're gonna
I
get
didn't hear
him
about
mad.
it
He's
until
gonna come on here and curse you out.
Yeah, sorry, but Baldur's Gate 3 beta was not going to save Stadia.
Wow.
But once Baldur's Gate 3 got reviewed and all that, yeah. Let's see. Doggy would rather have an expensive sports car like a Camaro. Let's see. Dreadpool, I want flood horror Halo like the first Halo, not Halo 3. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, they already remade Halo Anniversary. It's there for you, Dread. It's there for you. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm just saying that a lot of the gamers' complaints with Halo, they basically just want Halo 3 Remastered. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. Anything else to add to this? Let me see. Let me pull up my topics list here. Nope. That was it. All right. Anything else to add to the quarterly report? Anybody? No? All right. We're not financial people here. We're gamers here, guys. Sorry if it's not up to par like other websites and all in depth and gives you all of these super duper facts. All right. So let's move on to, a few weeks ago, we were reporting, Terry, that apparently Xbox wasn't going to be at Gamescom because they weren't on the list. Even though Xbox literally said they were going to be at Gamescom like a few weeks ago, they didn't appear on the list. you know, and everybody was like, "Oh, Xbox is abandoning Gamescom. Xbox sucks."
I never.
Nah. But look at this, Terry. Look at this, Terry Perry. We got Xbox at Gamescom. Literally, big old announcement here. Oh, you got all the nice, beautiful background, custom graphic. Let's see. Xbox returns to Gamescom with over 50 titles. Well, I thought they weren't going to be there. They're bringing 50 titles. The Xbox booth will also include a theater, photo ops, a gear store, and much more. What? Floor space? I thought they weren't going to have any floor space. That's what was being reported, right, Terry? Right. For those who can't attend, you can check out Xbox at Gamecon live from the show floor broadcast on August 21st and 23rd. Oh, you mean like they have for the last 10 years? What? What? But I thought they weren't going to be there because they didn't show up on a stupid list that some guy made. It annoys me. But we did report on this. So we did report that Xbox wasn't going to be there because that was what everybody was saying. The doom and glooming media was saying. And now look at this. Xbox at Gamecom. I hope they went and retracted their articles. Let's see.
I never
So
do.
the Xbox booth will feature over 50 gaming titles. At the gaming titles, you can get Age of Mythology, Ara, Diablo, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road, and Towerborn. There will also be a host of exclusive theater presentations of Avowed, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and Starfield Shattered Space. Man, I wish I could be there. Joining the Xbox booth for the first time will be Blizzard Entertainment, making their return to Gamescom with multiple offerings for Diablo and World of Warcraft ahead of launch and Vessel of Hatred. So, look at that. Xbox is bringing friends with them. They're bringing their friends. How cool is that? Perry? Let's see. Third-party games from Star Wars Outlaws will be there. Space Marine 2, Atomfall, Stalker 2, Indie Selects area, dedicated new titles with developers. Squirrel with a Gun, Winterborough, and Creatures of Ava, and more. So yeah, they're bringing the playable demos back the way it should be. So the booth is looking amazing. The booth. And then, of course, they are talking about the theaters and the times they're going to be at the theaters. They're going to be in the theater on Thursday. Can make it on Thursday. Guess what? They'll be there on Friday. Can make it on Friday because you work 9 to 5. Guess what? They'll be there on Saturday and on Sunday. So, yeah. They have all kinds of theater events. 4 days worth of theater events, man. That's awesome. They are going big at Gamescom. Perry, Xbox at Gamescom. Do you want to go to Gamescom? Check out Xbox? Check out everything
I ain't
else?
getting on a plane, so I ain't going anywhere.
Wait, did you say you can't get on a plane?
No, I'm not getting on one.
Oh, I was going to say, are you on a no-fly list, Perry? What's going on?
No.
Okay.
I'm scared of flying. I'm not going on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Are you jumping on a boat?
No. I'll jump on Google Earth and watch Gamescom or whatever.
Google Earth.
Whatever.
Get on Flight Sim, buddy. Just virtual VR it.
I'll do that. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to watch it, but it's good. I mean, they have to promote their games in other markets, so.
Yeah.
And obviously, it's about spreading Game Pass to get more subscribers. That's what they have to do. They're doing the right thing here.
Yeah,
So.
I think they're doing the right thing. I think they're
Plus,
doing
people that live in that country can go, and they could
Mhm.
say, hey, I went to an Xbox event. They could bring some of that stuff over there where they usually have it over here in California all the time. So it's good.
Yeah.
It's good for the fans to get out there and check it out.
Absolutely. I think that's great. I think the amount of games they're going to have there is great. I think everything is great as far as that is concerned. Terry, Gamescom, does this booth sound awesome or what?
I mean, yeah, sounds pretty cool, but I can't go. But yeah, it sounds awesome.
I think this is what E3 should turn into. They should turn E3 into a US Gamescom because that sounds awesome. Just throwing it out there. That sounds awesome. Yeah, I mean, all these games, all these third-party partnerships. I mean, yeah, I think it's great that they're showing up. I think the competition is showing up for the first time in like 10 years. So now you get to compare the booths again. So we're going to get booth comparison news Again, yeah, some more topics for Good Morning Xbox. Booth comparisons, baby. We'll see. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Wow, Axel, those high pitched dogs started howling. Yeah. Because that's how they sounded. That was my mocking voice. Let's see. Duncan Dog says, "I love flying. I used to be terrified, but now it's fun. That's why they have bars in the airport. Get plowed before you go. Jump in the air and just don't care." Oh man. Also, if you drink too much, be careful. You might end up on the no-fly list. Game Pass at Gamescom, the broadcasted event, right? So they're setting up. The players can discover their next favorite game across devices. Guests will have opportunities to explore different sections dedicated to PC, console, and cloud as they learn about all the different ways to play their favorite games. In addition to exclusive Gamescom 2024 prizes, available through Claw and Gacha machines. Dang, are you kidding me? Guests have the opportunity to play the big green button for a shot at winning exciting prizes like Game Pass tokens, NVIDIA GeForce Now cards. That's cool. Western Digital Black PC and console storage. That's cool. Cloud gaming devices, Fire Sticks, MetaQuest headsets that can directly stream Xbox games. That's cool. Omen monitors, gaming monitors, and HyperX headsets. Why can't I go to Gamescom? I love all these things. Okay, first off, I love the claw machines and gacha machines. And I love being able to win stuff that I like. This sounds like my kind of event. Terry, do any of these? Would you be in a claw or gacha machine to win any of this stuff? Or the big green button?
Like, I don't know. Maybe I guess it would depend. I don't know, because like the prices are very, very tempting, but you know how rigged those machines are. So like, I don't know.
Yeah. But come on, what if you're the one who wins?
Yeah, but then if I won, I'd get something like a Game Pass token. It wouldn't be
Game
worth
Pass
it
token to get an extra free day. With this code.
It wouldn't be worth it to me.
Yeah, and of course, gacha machines are very popular overseas. Not so much here, but yeah.